Scott from OutdoorCookingMagic.com. Today we are going to cook some beef shish kebabs. Who doesn't love shish kebabs? They are delicious from the grill with the marinade that makes them very tasty, and they go great with a lot of side dishes. So we're going to get started on that right now. First of all, I made this marinade. I made it inside the house because we needed to do it in the blender. And it takes one onion chopped. It takes 1/3 cup of beef broth and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. It takes 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, which is just about half of one of those small cans. It takes 6 garlic cloves chopped, 2 tablespoons of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of grated lemon zest, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of pepper, and 3/4 teaspoon of pepper and 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. And we're going to take about 3/4 cup, pour it into another bowl, and that'll be used for marinating the vegetables. We're going to do the beef and the vegetables separate. The rest of this I'm going to pour into this, put that right there for a minute, Ziploc bag, which is where we're going to put the meat. Now I have about 2 pounds of sirloin here. They didn't have a steak that was very thick at the store today, and so these are a little thinner than I would have liked, but try to cut them about the same size. Normally if you get them about the same size, make them into cubes, that would be preferable. We're going to put this into this bag, the meat into this bag. I'm going to seal it. And then we're just going to squish it around to get it all worked around. After we do that, it's going to go in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours. We're going to do it for about an hour, but you could leave it as long as 2. The nice thing about a good marinade is it helps break down the meat, so it makes it very, very tender. Once you put it in the fridge, we're going to want to turn it and do this again to it after about 30 minutes. Okay. Be right back and put this in the fridge. Now we're going to get the rest of the things that we're going to put on this shish kebab ready to go. We'll put these to the side. We're going to start with the zucchini. Cut the ends off here. Cut it in half. And then cut these into about 1-inch chunks. Now we'll do this red bell pepper into about the same. Cut it there and there, and cut these into about 1-inch pieces. We're going to put all these in the bowl with the marinade, which probably is not going to be big enough. I'll have to pour it into here. We'll have to get something to scrape that out with. Don't have anything right here. Then we're going to do the onion. We're going to go this way, cut these into 4 wedges. Alright, we're going to stir these up, get them coated. And we'll put the onions on top, coat them just a little less, so hopefully they'll stay together. And gently stir these. These we're going to let sit for about 30 minutes at room temperature. Since we're outside, I'm going to go put them inside the house. It'll keep them just a little bit cooler. It's not a warm day today, but warm enough. One of the things we're going to do that's a little bit different with these shish kebabs is that we're going to cook the meat on one set of skewers and the vegetables on another. We're going to put the meat over the warmer part of the grill, and then the vegetables are going to go on separate skewers on the outside. That'll keep them from getting overcooked, keep them just about right, while allowing the meat to get cooked all the way through. It's one tip you can use. Today we're going to use some of these wooden skewers to make our shish kebabs with. So while you're waiting for the beef and the vegetables to marinate, get these soaking in some water. If you don't have anything long enough, I'm just going to use my sheet pan that I bake with. It's kind of shallow, but it's big enough, it'll hold these. Put that flat, put some water in, and let these soak for about 30 minutes. So our meat has marinated for about an hour. I squished it around, turned it over, and mixed it up again once in the middle after about 30 minutes. And our veggies have marinated for about 30 minutes. So we are ready to get those shish kebabs skewered up and ready to get them on the grill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this all out here. And then I'm going to take two shish kebabs, or two of these skewers, sorry, and we're going to use two of them at a time to put on the meat and the vegetables on. This will help keep them from rotating when we turn them. If you didn't do this, they just rotate around these round skewers, and that wouldn't work. This works much better. You also get those flat metal ones, and I have some of those, but I wanted to try the wood ones today. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and get these all ready to go, and then we'll do the vegetables. Now that I've got the meat done, I'm going to start here on the vegetable skewers. Actually, I already started. And again, I'm using two. My hands are all messed up, all covered with the sauce. And we're just alternating, putting the pepper, the zucchini, and the onion on. So I'm going to get all these ready to go, then we'll get them on the grill. Okay, all done. Now before we get these on the grill, what we want to do, because the meat is going to be at a little higher heat, we want to just kind of pat these dry on the outside. The marinade should have permeated to the middle. So let's just get some of this. I had some tomato paste and some sugar in it, and that will tend to burn if we don't do this. Okay, time to put them on the grill. What I have here is this side is the hot side. These two are cooler. And so we're going to put the vegetables over here and the meat in the middle. Some of it's going to cross over because I have too much meat, but that's okay. That's my leftover one. We're going to cook these for about 12 to 16 minutes. Every 3 to 4 minutes we're going to turn them. And then we'll leave the vegetables on the grill to get one last little bit of char after the meat gets done. Okay, I'm turning the shish kebabs. The meat I've already turned. You can see that I didn't get the skewers soaked enough. They've burned, in some case burned right off, but you know, that happens. Get these turned over. I'll do the meat another 3 or 4 minutes, and then I think I'll tune the meat down as well and allow it to finish cooking. Okay, I think these are about ready to come off. Let's just check a couple of pieces of meat with a thermometer. See how they are. At least 150. Much hotter than that. You can see some of them are a little overdone. So they are plenty done. What we're going to do is take the meat off, put it to the side, we'll get some foil on it, and then we'll move the vegetables to the middle, turn the middle off, let them finish cooking. Okay, these are done. We were going to pull them off, plate them, test them, and see how they are. There we go. Just pull them over. I'll get a plate ready, then we'll show you what it looks like. There we go. They look delicious, and I'm going to try one now. Try some now. Here's a piece of meat. Good flavor. I think they could have spent maybe the full 2 hours in the fridge in the marinade. Some of the flavoring did not make it all the way to the center. I think I maybe could use a little bit more beef broth too. That might have helped. Now let's try the vegetables. Here's a zucchini. Well done. And good, great flavor. Pepper. Same thing. Very nice taste. And now some of the onions. A little crunchy. Those could have been done a little longer. But overall, a delicious meal. This would go great with those. I think I got something on my on my chin there. These would go great with those red potatoes on the grill that I did. Videos right here. And this would be a delicious, this would go very well with that. So I hope that you will visit me at OutdoorCookingMagic.com to see other recipes and other tips, and YouTube.com/OutdoorCookingMagic for all my other videos. I got a lot of videos there showing a lot of different things, a lot of different ways to cook things, and a lot of different dishes. And I'm also on Pinterest at Pinterest.com/OutdoorCook, and Twitter.com/OutdoorCook. Until next time, this is Scott from OutdoorCookingMagic.com.